Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about changes in New York City, what to expect. So, as we all know, Doordash updated their pay model in New York City after legislation was passed in that area, and no one was happy about it. In fact, a lot of gig workers ended up going to Jersey City because they just can't do the work in New York City anymore. But that also said, Doordash is now changing how things are operating in New York City and is coming into effect in the near future. So with that said, I want to go over everything that is being said in this article, how it's going to be for Doordash drivers in New York City as opposed to what has already changed, and everything in between. So with that said, let's get started. Everyone who uses our platform in New York City has begun to feel the harmful impact from the extreme minimum pay rules implemented late last year. I made a video not too long ago talking about how the changes in New York City are taking place according to DoorDash, and also how the apps themselves are responding to it. And quite honestly, it is not in a positive light for the most part. I will leave that in the description. Feel free to check that out. For our platform to work, it has to work for everyone who uses it. Dashers, merchants, and consumers alike. But consumers across the 5 boroughs are now facing higher fees to help balance these excessive costs, which we estimate in the past 2 weeks alone has resulted in merchants earning $3.5 million less in revenue than otherwise would have, and 200,000 fewer orders for Dashers to deliver. And while that is factually accurate, I do want to point out that's a mainly political statement. Because here's the reality. If you think that the CEOs are going to let the change fall out of their pockets and into ours, you're out of your mind. No matter how much you want these changes to affect the companies, they're not. They're just going to affect drivers, they're going to affect consumers, and they're going to affect merchants. Not the tech companies that are charging people. They're just going to keep raising prices. And then cry about not getting as many orders coming through. I mean, just look at. Although, let's be realistic about the first line. It has to work for everyone who uses it. It was only working for you to begin with. So, in reality, you kind of brought it up on yourself for not doing the right thing by drivers to begin with. There's a lot of uncertainty around these new pay rules. It has become clear that they aren't working right now. To meet the rising costs from these new rules, we are announcing further changes to how our platform works in New York City. Here's what to expect. Before we get into what to expect, I do want to be clear. Who called it? I did. I said it was going to go downhill from here, and they were only referring to the 2 weeks before March 1st. These updates were made in early December last year. That means 3 months happened, and everything went downhill. Order flow is slowing down. Drivers' ability to make money is slowing down. It's gotten so bad in NYC, people are just leaving. Going to Jersey City, going to any other state, because that can't fly in New York. The city offered 2 options, both deeply flawed, for how platforms like DoorDash could meet its new minimum pay rules. But in reality, there wasn't really a choice. The alternative method that we have used since the rules went into effect requires platforms to pay nearly twice the minimum wage for time spent on deliveries and is simply unsustainable. You could raise the prices of food all you want, but you're not going to pay $25 for a burrito to not only have it delivered, but for the merchants charging you that much because they have to offset the cost. There's only so much customers are going to be willing to pay.
Yeah, but now I don't have to tip my driver anymore. Duh. Obviously, it's a win for anti-tipping culture.
And it's costing you more money at the end of the day. Congratulations, you played yourself. You're an idiot, and you always will be. Beginning March 4th, we will begin move to the standard method, meaning that Dashers will make $17.96 per hour for active time before tips, and can also qualify for weekly pay adjustments. In compliance with the minimum pay rules, and this active time rate will soon be increasing further to $19.56 on April 1st per guidance from the city, meaning that per hour, 1956 minus 1796, $1.60 raise. Oh man, it is so beneficial for us. And yet still people are going to bitch about the fees that they're going to get on top of the fees they already have. I told you it's only going to go downhill. People should listen to me more. Just like before, Dashers can expect that all earnings will be reviewed weekly and any additional weekly pay adjustments will appear in the Dasher app. I've heard some things about people not liking the subsidy program, but who am I to say anything? I've never delivered in New York City with this pay model. Priority platform access for NYC Dashers based on rewards program. We want to reward Dashers who are working the hardest, which is why we're introducing a new program to support those who accept and complete the most offers and provide high quality service to consumers and merchants. Through this Dasher Rewards program, qualifying Dashers will receive early access to schedule when they want, be eligible for priority access to get on the road immediately, and have the opportunity to receive weekly bonus rewards. That's a bunch of political nonsense here. Let me fix that real quick.
We want to take advantage of the Dashers who are working the hardest and taking whatever we send them to us and call it a rewards program. Those drivers will have more opportunity to get on the schedule and we'll have more chances to take advantage of lowly gig workers, as well as getting all the orders that go to them first, because we all know that they'll just accept whatever, and we'll say they have a chance to get weekly bonus rewards, when in reality, they're not really weekly bonus rewards. They're just being good little slaves and doing what we tell them, like the 1099 contractors that we want them to be.
Yeah, that sounds about right. We know that Dashers highly value flexibility, and we are disappointed that these changes will result in less flexibility and fewer earning opportunities for many Dashers. Simply put, many Dashers will no longer be able to work whenever they like and end up earning less money as a result. However, the city acknowledged that platforms like ours would be left with no choice but to make changes to make dashing less flexible and force us to begin restricting where and when New Yorkers choose to dash. Okay, to be clear, I know that that's a political move that they're trying to pull, but it's not necessarily wrong either. You'd raise the prices too high, people are just not going to go to those restaurants or order from those restaurants, so there'll be less orders. No matter how many people scream from the rooftops,
just raise the prices of things so that way we don't have to tip and you pay workers what they should be paid.
So you would rather make everyone else in your life suffer because you want to be a fuck up and a failure and not tip your driver? That is exactly why you don't want customers like that on the platform, but New York City wants those customers to end up winning at the end of the day, because that's what's being displayed. Because a lot of people think, oh, if you raise the prices, it'll come out of the CEO's pockets. It's not. It never will be. It'll go on to the merchant. It'll go on to the customer. It won't get into them. We expect that there will be further changes, as such an extreme minimum pay rule weighs heavily on everyone who uses our platform across the 5 boroughs. We hope that we can find a path forward that allows us to continue to best serve communities across New York City. Better for them, I'm sure, not really better for us, but that's beside the point. This is my opinion. It's worth what you pay for it. None of you pay me. There you go. 3.5 million loss in revenue over 2 weeks and 200,000 fewer orders for Dashers to deliver. That's kind of a drop in the bucket, and it's not necessarily that Doordash specifically is the reason for that. It may also be an economic issue. It is expensive to live in New York City. It's only going to go higher with the economy getting worse. I mean, I'm glad that the drivers who are still there after the pay model got totally screwed for them, at least least it's getting a little better under their current guidelines, but even still, no one is happy about this. There's a reason why people are outright dipping to other states in New York, because heck, if you're going to destroy an entire industry in that state, then why bother? Again, the Dasher Rewards program is coming back to the state, and it's the same one that they've been testing across all of the country. If you don't know what that's about, I will leave that video in the description. Feel free to check that out. But either way, it is still no bueno for those involved. I'm starting to be more and more glad that I left New York a long time ago, because quite frankly, I wouldn't want to be around for this. Everything's kind of gone downhill. All in all, I hope things get better for New York City drivers, and for those who happen to be there, I hope that you see this and make adjustments accordingly and not just take whatever is given to you, because no one deserves to be treated the way you were. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace!